Hello everyone. I recently purchased a PDR kit from Amazon, and I'm going to have everyone join me in the unboxing of this PDR kit. I've looked around online. I have not found any videos of any unboxings of this specific kit. It is a FURUIX paintless dent repair kit. I believe it was 132 piece kit. Pretty heavy. Box inside of a box. Just got delivered by Amazon. I'm excited to try it out. I was trained with the more expensive kit a few years ago, but that kit stayed with the place who trained me, so I am now purchasing my own. Which, by the way, this kit ended up costing just shy of $200 after tax and everything. It came out to $198, I believe. Came with this bag. It's like a canvas material. It smells a little funny, but seems strong, seems sturdy. This is the name brand of the company. You can see that? FURUIX, if I can pronounce it correctly. FURUIX. Yeah, that's how it's pronounced. This is the light board, LED light board. Everything seems packaged pretty well, protecting it from damage during shipping and transit. Bubble wrap that the kids will enjoy popping. It's a nice little light board. It's two-sided. I actually didn't realize that when I ordered this, that it was two-sided. I thought maybe it just changed colors. One side's more of a yellow, and the other side's a white. And it's got lines in it for helping to be able to see the dents in your reflection. Wire with a quick disconnect. And a USB style end to light it up. Maybe I'll do a follow-up video of how this thing works once I'm actually using it on a car. This is the suction cup bracket that attaches to one end of the light board. The other end attaches to the panel of the car. It's flexible for you to be able to position it any angle you want. It's a little stiff. It'll get broken in over time, but it's actually better to be stiffer than looser. Yep. So that'll be edited out. Hot glue gun. My wife's over here laughing. Hot glue gun. It seems pretty sturdy for what it is. Has a little stand. It's basic. We'll see how hot it gets when I turn it on and plug it in. Got a lot of glue sticks that came with the kit. We have some black and we have some clear. Usually an indicator of how strong the glue is usually a color-coded thing. Usually the more lighter colored glue, the heavier it pulls. The darker colors are a lighter pull. But got a nice amount of glue sticks there. They go into the gun from the back, and as it heats up, it'll go through and melt out the other end. It's such a cute little hammer that they sent with this thing. Then it's such a cute little hammer. So for your little taps, for your knockdowns and everything, maybe a little bit of blending. It has a soft edge, a hard edge. It's not super heavy. It's pretty lightweight, and that'll do good for the different types of knockdowns and taps that you're doing. But overall, you know, it's not heavy on the wrist, so that's good. Now this is your actual blending hammer. This is actually one of the favorite tools I had in the kit that I previously used. That kit was also by, that was a Ding King kit, so it was all this stuff just with a different name on it, so it cost you more money. Oh, the tip is Stick in there. It's a whole different compartment. So this hammer here, you get the knockdown end, which your knockdown also has the same end on it. This is your knockdown. And there should be a whole bunch of other tips that go with this, which I will get to when I find them, but the point is that this screws onto the end of your hammer. Now, this also, aside from this hammer, this one's lighter, but it has more weight at the end of it. This hammer is completely aluminum. This is very light and also very good for knocking down your dents. This has a fine tip point. This has a fine tip point. Also, while you're prying your tools, you can use the flat end for blending on the crowns. But that's going to be one of my favorite tools. As I said before, this is the knockdown. These are lightweight. This one's a smaller one. Again, pretty much the same thing I used before. Very handy and definitely needed when you're doing PDR work. This this is for pulling your glue tabs. Comes in its own little bag here. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on this, but the whole point in this is you attach your feet. You can see that. Once I get all the saran wrap off of this, you put 1 foot on this end, 1 foot on this end, and when you glue your tab with the hot glue gun onto the panel, the feet put pressure on the panel while this pulls up on your dent. Again, another good tool, especially for the bigger dents. And it looks like you can get different style feet for this thing too, for different types of applications. Comes with instructions for how to put it together, how to use it. So far, everything seems like it's very good build quality. Ah, here's the slide hammer. This is definitely a great thing for doing your knockdowns, or I'm sorry, your pull-ups when you're doing your glue pull tabs. If you don't want to do a quick top, like how you would with this tool, which is pulling the trigger, pulling the dent out fast, popping the tip off of the glue. This here you use with the heavier glue, and you can slide hammer it out. Anybody who's done body work who's used a stud weld gun, this has almost the same performance as that slide hammer with the stud weld gun, but without having to grind down the paint and everything. And this is actually pretty heavy for how small it is, so that should pull out dents pretty good. This tool here I haven't used before, but I do plan to use it. It's kind of the same principle as using this tool with the glue pull tabs as well. I'll show you the glue pull tabs as soon as I get them out of the box here. But you put a glue on this tab or any of these other sized and shaped tabs in this bag, attach them to the panel, and then you can pull up on the tab. You can put pressure on it, knock down your crowns as you're pulling it up little by little, and then you can finish it off with the knockdowns. I'm excited to actually use this because I haven't used it yet or before. And my wife's car will be the first test subject. What? This is not a tool that I'm new to. I've actually seen this many, many times. This is a tool for taking off emblems, decals, logos, Also, when you go to release your glue on the pull tabs, which here's an example of some of the pull tabs as well. When you go to pull them and release, you spray 91%. You could use 85. You could use pretty much whatever percent alcohol you want to, but the higher the percentage, the easier the glue comes off of your body panel. You don't have to try to take it off with a razor blade or anything like that. This is pretty much a plastic razor blade. But you spray the glue, you peel the glue pull tab off, and then you use this to just kind of like pry it. Really, you could just use your finger, but I've used this tool many times in the body shop for removing emblems and stuff. Great item to have in your toolkit, whether you do PDR or not. We have more glue sticks. So they gave me ample amount of glue sticks to start. Here we go. This is a wedge. This is going to be very handy with door panel repairs. So with a door panel repair, you have to be able to get an access point that you don't have to create. When I was in PDR training, my instructor, who owns his own reconditioning shop now, he always said that if you have to create an access point, that should be your absolute last resort. You should be able to access anywhere within a door harness, a door handle hole, or up around the belt molding where the window is. So you would put your window down, and you would put this between the window and the belt molding, tap it down with your hammer until you get enough room between the glass and the outer panel to be able to get your rod in. However, this kit does not come with a plate. The kit that I used, that I learned with, came with a big plate that you would also shove down in front of the window, then put your wedge in. This way your push rods would work against the plate, not the glass, because if you put wrong pressure on that glass, you're going to shatter it, and then you're going to have a whole nother expensive repair. But wedge is a good tool for trying to get in there. I highly suggest and recommend that you get something to put between the glass and the outer panel though. I do wish this kit came with something like that, but it's something I'll just purchase on the side. Glue pull tabs. We have your basic dome style ones for just, little valleys that you can work with. We have some that are a little steeper, more aggressive, that'll stick better. Same thing as the pink ones, but there's less of them, and I want to say that these are stronger. So I want to say that these are also color coded. I have dark blue. It looks like they gave me, it looks, okay, here we go. So this blue, these look exactly the same. This blue just has, this blue, sorry, I'm confused here. Okay, no, I was right. They gave me two of the same blues. I don't know if that was on purpose or on mistake. I'll have to look at my listing to see if I was given two of the same thing and maybe I'm missing a different color. I don't know. But these are both the same. They have the perforated holes. I don't know if you can see. So these ones have the perforated holes, but then there's also a line going down the middle. The purpose of this line going down the middle is for body lines. So if you have a dent in a body line and you put glue on that body line, it's going to set in there as well as around in those little valleys on this pull-up tab. While I know that these pull-up tabs may not be great quality, they're going to do. the job that I need them to do. And as time goes on, I will upgrade. I'll get maybe some stronger ones. These ones are just, we got like a flat one here also with a line. We got some that are like I said, really aggressive. They have a lot of ridges and lines in them for better gripping power. So the more surface area that this can grip with the glue, the better the pull you're going to get. These ones are more shallow with finer lines, so this is for lighter pulling. These are for heavier pulling. Once you understand how these things work, it's really kind of very easy to distinguish, okay, am I going to use this on a deep dent? No, because it's not going to do anything. It's just probably going to pull right back off. This one that's got more surface area for grip is going to be strong with a stronger glue. And that'll work for that. Here is a T, I'll call it a T-pull. I don't know if everybody's going to call it a T-pull, but I will. The whole point in this is it's another pulling tool. This is not pushing, this is pulling. So this tool here, there you go. Simple as that, goes together pretty easy. I'd say it weighs about a pound. It's not super heavy, but take one of your glue pull tabs, put it in your dent, stick the glue pull tab in this little hole here on the end, and pull some pressure. Take your hammer here, knock down, or take the finer, knock down your crowns, and as you're doing that and putting a little bit of pressure, it should pull out. Great tool to have. This will work just as well as this. The purpose of this between this tool and this one still gives you two hands to work with, whereas this one, you only get one hand. This one here will help you as far as being able to work behind the panel as well as in front of it. You can pull this out and you can still, push in other areas from behind, whatever. This one limits you because you still have to use one hand to pull on it. Still a great tool. Here are the other knockdowns that I was talking about that can go on the end of the hammer, or they can go on the end of the knockdown, this. So you have all sorts of different tips. This one is a pointed tip. We have more of a blunt tip. We have a flat tip. We have a dome tip. We have a very mushroom style tip. This one's kind of interesting. This one's like an hourglass tip, but it's very flat on the top, so that makes me think that this one's more for really like doing the fine stuff, and that little hourglass shape probably helps take away some of the pressure as you're hitting. I could be wrong. It's my best educated guess. I know we're getting kind of long in this video, so I'm trying to push through it at the end here. We got some more glue pull tabs. These ones look like they are made to work with the slide hammer. I am pretty sure that the plastic ones would also work with the slide hammer, but these ones are less likely to break since they are made out of the same aluminum style material that the slide hammer is. I'm curious to try these because I've never used this kind before, so we'll see how that works out. We have a little scraper spatula thing. I probably won't use it, but handy to have with the kit. And we have our push rods. My first impression on these push rods is I expected them to be a little bit bigger and longer. Actually, I was kind of hoping for them to be a little longer, but for 200 bucks, what can I say? It's really actually so far An impressive kit for 200 bucks. They put 2 of these on the bars on these ones, so they were easy to take apart. This one here, not so much. Convenient. There we go. So we have black handles, we have blue handles. I'm going to say this right off the bat. I did read some reviews online that stated that this was not a good kit to buy because the bars bend it easily. Anybody who hasn't done PDR work before, it's not about the strength of the rod that you're using. It's about your technique. It's about being able to manipulate the metal and everything. If you've never worked with a real PDR kit, like a $2,000 PDR kit, then you're not going to understand how to use this $200 kit. I used a kit from Ding King. It was a whole package, $6 grand. I think $2,500 of that was the kit, and it was a nice kit. It was a good kit. It came with many stop bars, with green handle, red handle, blue handle, black handle. The green ones were the strongest, and then the next step down was the blues, and then it was the reds, and then the yellows and the blacks, or maybe blacks and yellows. I don't really remember. But let me tell you, these blues, that ain't bending. That pushing that thing up is not going to bend. This one was one of my favorites. This is great for getting into fenders, up under hoods. And the thing is that you got to understand with these PDR kits and their tools, while this is made the way it's made, you can put these things in vices and you can give them bends that they don't have. You can file down the edges a little bit more, make them smoother to your liking. Just because it comes out of the box this way doesn't mean that's how you have to use it. You can modify these tools. You can do whatever you want to do with them to make them work to your liking. It's not one of those things where you just, with no training, you pull it out of the box, you go to the car, oh, it didn't work, it bent too much. That's not the way this works. You have to know the limitations on the tool. You have to know the limitations on the panel you're pushing or pulling, and you have to know how the tool works. So this one here, compared to this one, see the handle faces the same way. This tool points upward with the handle. This tool points outward away from the handle. So this tool you're going to think is getting for up this way, pushing. Not necessarily. This tool here, you can get underneath of a hood, find your access hole, turn this thing on its side. You see these different angles? They give you more leverage. This tool is going to be stronger than this tool, and this tool, and this tool. If used the correct way, this is going to be strong enough just by twisting and pushing. It's on your technique. It's not necessarily the tool. The tool is helping you do the job. The job is your technique, how light you push. Because the guy who taught me told me that it's small, light pushes in a circular motion. This one is a little bit more flexible, but again, depending on your leverage point and everything else, this is probably more for finishing touches, cleaning up the work. This isn't for starting the work, trying to push the dent out. This one being thinner, you can see how much I can bend it. But look how small that tip is. Compared to that one. Which one are you going to try to push a big dent with? This one. Small pushes, bigger surface area will get you clean. Then you're going to come with your knockdown and you're going to hit your crowns and your high spots. Then you're going to come back with this again, or this, or any of these other rods on the table. Once you're done and you're cleaning up and you're looking down your panel with your light board set up correctly, you're now going to take something that has a point. Let's see, even one like this. This might be a tool that you may never use, but see how thin it is, see how long it is, see how short this is. This here, in the right position, on the right panel, just for cleanup, this is going to save your day, because that little blunt end is going to get all those little valleys that you're looking at, excuse me, and push them up where you need them to be before you do your final cut and buff. So, trash out of the way. Got all the blue rods, all the black rods. Yo, this is insane. This is all the glue. That's all the glue. See how well it works, but that's a lot of glue. Pulling tool, hammer, another hammer, a couple scrapers, a wedge, this pull-up tool, all these glue tabs here, slide hammer, don't forget the hot glue gun, this other in here, tap down, and that goes with the slide hammer. We'll go ahead and pull this out of the bag real quick. I know this is a long video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up, post a comment. Well, that kind of sucks. So I did notice that this little sticky film had a couple scratches in it. So something in this kit did scratch some of my lines on the line board. It's still going to be usable for what I want. But so that's how you would stick the suction cup to that, and then the other end you would stick to your car. Let's just say, for example, move this out of the way. It's not shiny metal, so just for demonstration purposes. Position it the way you need it and whatnot. Still pretty good gripping power on a, nice shiny surface. This thing here, I would probably, I'd probably store in another kind of case. I wouldn't throw it in the bag with all this stuff. I'd put in something else just to protect the black lines on it. And again, like I said, you can switch sides on this. I had no idea when I ordered this. I thought it was just a one-sided board with this permanently attached, and it just changed colors, because the light board that I had in the Dinking kit had 2 white LEDs and a yellow one in the middle. This may serve a better purpose. I do feel like it's a nice board, and this one has a little bit of weight to it. So yeah, that's the kit plus the bag. Excuse the candles, we still have our Easter decorations out. If you enjoyed this video and this review and unboxing of this kit, like I said, please like, subscribe, share. Like I said, when I ordered this off of Amazon, it had over 100 views, 4 stars. A lot of people, like I said, were complaining about the rods not being strong enough. But again, it all depends on the purpose in which you're going for. Yeah, in a way you do kind of get what you pay for, but for somebody who's starting out or somebody who just needs a couple extra tools in their toolbox, I feel like this is a great buy for everything that it comes with. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll be posting an updated video of me actually doing some working with this stuff for a little while. Maybe I'll do a video of an actual PDR job and give you a little bit more of a review of how I think the durability and the strength of the tools are. All right, so have a good one.